Do you ever feel like a hamster on a wheel and then life happens and that wheel is spinning faster and faster and faster, and it is spinning so fast and you want to do something to alter your life, but you feel like that wheel is just going to come to a complete stop and you will be catapulted off of it? If you can relate to that, I have some tips for you on how you can slow down that wheel without being tossed about. And make sure to stay tuned till the end because I'm going to give you an opportunity to learn even more. My name is Angie. Welcome to my channel, Quiet Confident Woman. My passion is truly building confidence in women, especially introverted women. And I love doing that in supporting you and taking an area of your life that feels chaotic or stressful or just not the way you want it to be, and implementing a strategy or a system to that area of your life to bring it to a space of calm. If you love what you hear, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and invite your friends. If you don't already receive an email from me once a week with helpful tips that you can implement into your life right away, you definitely want that, and the link is in the notes below. Life is not a sprint. It's not even a marathon. It's so much more than that. What we do today will have effects on what our life looks like 3 years from now. And that can be a really scary thought, but we're going to use that to our advantage. If you feel like you are on a hamster wheel that is spinning out of control, if something drastic is done to our habits or our life or whatnot, that wheel is going to stop or it's going to create a lot of turbulence. But either way, it's not going to be very good results. It's going to feel like we got catapulted off of the hamster wheel. But what if we did just a slight change? Maybe our wheel will rock a little bit, but we'll be able to gain control of it and it will be going at a slower pace. And then change another little thing and we'll be able to get control over the hamster wheel in a little bit again. And we keep doing that until we get to the space that either our hamster wheel is going at a speed that is really comfortable to us and it brings us joy at that level, or the hamster wheel is just stopped. You can get off of it. You're not running on it at all. And you feel like that area that was stressful, that was chaotic, that felt like it was spinning a million miles an hour is now calm, smooth sailing, and peaceful. I want you to think of an area of your life that feels chaotic. It feels like the hamster wheel is moving a million miles an hour. It could be something that reoccurs every single day. It could be something that comes up once a week or maybe once a month. But every time you get to that space, you're like, oh man, something's got to change. But you feel like, oh my gosh, if I alter something, it's going to be complete chaos. I'm going to be thrown from the hamster wheel. I want you to think of that space now. So if you need to pause this video, definitely do that. Now that you have that area that is chaotic in your life, I want you to think of one small thing you can do to bring that area closer to a space of calm. One thing. So now if your brain works better just listing a bunch of different small things that you could do in order to bring that area from this massively moving hamster wheel to either a hamster wheel that's going at a really nice pace, or maybe it's not going at all, definitely you can list them all. If your brain works better by thinking, oh, here's one small thing, and implementing that one thing, and then thinking of the next thing, you could do it either way. If you're making the list, I only want you to select one item though. So think of one item that you're going to implement that might make the hamster wheel a little bit wobbly, but after you implement it, and after a little bit of time, that wheel will start to regain balance again, and it will be moving a little slower. And then you're going to implement the next thing, and it's going to be moving a little bit slower. And then you're going to implement the next thing, and it's going to be moving a little bit slower. Now, remember how I said that life is not a sprint or a marathon. And this is where it can get really, really frustrating, because we are thinking, okay, this is an area that is stressful. It needs to be into this circumstance or this area of calm, like ASAP. But you know what? Your brain and your body is so used to going top gear that if you make drastic changes, it's just going to come crashing down and you're going to be right back where you were. So small changes may take a lot longer, but they're going to be lasting changes for you. It's a lifestyle change. It's not a New Year's resolution that we're going for. I know that when I have been asked to think of certain areas of my life or think of certain scenarios or whatever, I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, give me an example. So I'm here to give you an example. So school, at the time that I'm recording this video anyway, school will be starting in a few weeks. And if you think back to last school year and you're thinking, oh my gosh, mornings were rough. I dreaded every single morning because there was going to be yelling. Nobody's going to be ready in time. We're going to be running late. I'm going to be starving. I have to grab something 90% of the time on the way to work to eat. It is just not pleasant. So that could be your area of chaos. And then think of one small thing you can do to bring that space into an area that feels more peaceful, more calm. Maybe for you, one thing is setting out clothes the night before for either yourself or for your kiddos or everyone. And just knowing that last minute, it's not going to be digging through your closet, and something that should only take like 2 minutes to do is now taking 5 to 10 minutes to do. If that is going to be something that brings your stress level down, it may be a little messy at first to figure out logistics and to even remember to do it, but it is something that can slow down the hamster wheel without throwing everything off. Implement that. And then once that seems to be under control, like the hamster wheel isn't wobbling as much anymore, think of another thing that you can do to slow down that wheel again. Maybe it's having a meal prepared prior to that morning. Maybe you create an egg bake or a breakfast burrito or whatever it is the night before or the weekend, like prior to the week even starting, and that you just pop in the microwave quick and everybody has a healthy meal before they leave to set their day up for success. And then once you get that into a pattern, into a rhythm, into a system that works for you, add in the next thing. And it may take several months, but hopefully by the end of the school year, your dread of every single morning is not going to be a dread anymore. I mentioned at the beginning of this video to stick around till the end because I have an opportunity for you to learn more, and here it is. I will be doing a virtual live event and you are invited. It is going to be walking you through my Chaos to Calm roadmap, which is a step-by-step system to get an area of your life that feels heavy or chaotic or feels like that hamster wheel is moving a million miles an hour into an area of calm, and I would love to have you there. If this is something that is speaking to you, definitely click the link in the notes and you will be sent an email with the next event that will be coming up, or comment below and I will go ahead and respond. I love that you joined me today and I hope to see you at the live.